Okay, Enzo. Right, we talked a lot about Chelsea, but it's finally getting over the line. You've got some thoughts, Neeks?
£105 million or so is his release clause. We don't actually know the amount they've actually agreed, because obviously Chelsea didn't want to pay the lump sum release clause that she released from his contract. They wanted to spread that over a certain amount of years, and therefore they offered to pay more to be able to spread it over a certain amount of years to meet FFP. So we don't have the official, I don't think we've got the official actual cost.
No.
But how many players, these big record signings, have actually been successful in the Premier League? So I'm going to go through a few of them.
Yeah?
No, but sometimes...
Let me go. Wait. Let me go through...
No,
you can't say sometimes.
Let me qualify it by saying that sometimes success can be subjective.
But that's the discussion we're going to have. Yeah. That's the discussion we're going to have. Jack Grealish, £100 million. We'll get it.
Should we say success, failure, and then jury's out? Should we?
Okay.
Yeah.
And this is why I said it's subjective.
Well, let's
so on Grealish, jury's still out.
Failure.
Okay, Jack Grealish.
I don't agree. I think that the
jury's out.
Best
success, failure.
I'll say jury's out. I agree with James.
Jury's out.
Failure.
Because they did win the league still with him.
Like you're going to win the league without Jorginho.
Yeah, but...
Don't try and brush that one.
I
see how you did it.
No, but hold on. I think we can all agree that he does enhance their team.
No, he doesn't. It's a failure. He has not been...
No, because you're talking about the 100 million.
No, I'm talking about Jack Grealish. Okay. He's not the player that he was at Aston Villa. Romelu Lukaku from Inter to Chelsea, 97.5 million.
That's an easy one.
I would argue the biggest failure. I don't know if you'll read anyone else on the list.
I have never rated him.
I know which one.
Never rated
She's going to have one that's bigger.
Yeah,
Paul Pogba, Juventus to Man United.
You think I hate Paul Pogba? Yeah. I don't. I just think he was underwhelming.
Yeah, so this is what I'm talking about,
that's not
subjectivity.
Him.
The minute you said...
No, I'm not saying you hate him as a person. I think you just don't rate him.
I don't not rate him. I don't rate Lukaku. I can honestly say with my chest, I don't rate Lukaku. I've never rated Lukaku. Maybe when he was at Everton, I rated him. I haven't rated him since. Paul Pogba, I do rate. Yeah, but when he's had the big moves, I think he's collected the most transfer.
No, it's Lukaku.
Yeah.
You're talking about Pogba.
No, that's what I'm talking about. No, Pogba, I think he's a great player. I just think he disappointed me at United. I just didn't see it consistently enough.
So at Man United, what are we saying? Success, failure, or somewhere in between?
So I'd say
somewhere in between. I don't think it was a failure.
Yeah, I'll say somewhere in between as well.
I would say failure, actually. Although I rate him as a player.
Harry Maguire, Leicester to Man United.
Failure, but
resounding
not as bad as Lukaku. Like, at least he scored a couple goals.
Yeah.
At least played more than
Yeah, I'd agree. Failure.
Yeah.
Lukaku to Man United, 75 million.
Okay.
I think it's failure.
But again, he scored.
Van Dijk to Southampton, to Liverpool, 75 million.
Absolute success.
Of course.
Success.
Resounding success.
Is that the first resounding success?
It's the only success.
That's the only one we've had so far.
It's the only success. Sancho to Man United, jury's well out.
I'd say failure.
How can you say Jadon Sancho's a failure, but Jack Grealish? Jack Grealish walks into the best team in the world, at least in the league, and does nothing. Sancho's walked into a mess. If the jury's out on Jack Grealish, the jury has to be out on Sancho. That's just me. At the age as well. At the age.
It has to be, I think, okay, I'll give you that, but come on now. He's done diddly squat.
The jury's out.
He can't even get himself fit in pre-season.
He's back tomorrow.
They've had a lot of change.
He's back tomorrow.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, after they've had to
Number
fly him over.
Number 8, Kai Havertz, 72 million Chelsea.
But then...
He scored big goals, but he's just
failure.
overall...
Come on, man.
He is, but what scored Champions League winning goal?
It's like the Torres one. He scored a goal to beat Barcelona, but let's be honest, he was a failure.
I get you, but that's like a semi-final goal when even without that they were going through on away goals. With the Havertz one, it actually won in the Champions League.
I know, you can't.
But
overall,
Pepe to Arsenal.
Flop.
Failure.
Big flop.
Failure. But by the way, not as bad as everyone makes out.
It was a lot of money for not much.
72 million.
Did more than Endo.
Kepa, number 10, Kepa to Chelsea.
Failure.
71 million. Failure.
Yeah.
So we've had, in the top 10, we've had one success. Not even, and that's a resounding success.
Yeah, but there are others that have been successful.
No, but I'm talking about the biggest transfers. What's the odds on Mudryk? And because they're going to fit into this top 10 now, 88 million, Enzo's 100 plus million. What's the odds on them following the trend of 70 plus million Premier League signings being failures or underwhelming, or actually following the Van Dijk?
But straight away, what that screams out to us is that it's so hard for somebody to realise that potential or to be that successful. It's not an easy thing to do.
I actually think what it shows you is you don't always have to spend the biggest amount of money to be successful.
I think,
Trossard.
Good point. Good point.
I love Trossard. I'm jealous.
But the pressure that comes with those big money signings is enormous. And so that has to be taken into consideration.
Yeah, you make a great point.
Can anyone actually fulfill 100 million? Now, of course, it's happened. Mbappe is a 200 million pound player. Granted, they ain't won the Champions League, but he's a 200 million, and he's retained that value. Like, if Real Madrid want to buy him, he's going to cost that much.
But you know what? It's interesting you should say
how
that.
hard is it to actually... Can a player be... Can Modric be worth 88 million? Can Enzo... What does he have to do to be...
The answer is
Van Dijk.
Well, the answer is they can be, because they're very young. They've shown real potential. Enzo was, I thought, magnificent in the World Cup final. Mudryk, you watch for 5 minutes and you see there's an extremely talented player there.
Very exciting.
So, if they deliver that level that they've already shown to a degree, whether it be over 5 minutes, 20 minutes, a World Cup, whatever it is, if they just maintain that for a consistent period of years, they can do it. But at the same time, the clubs need to show a degree of consistency as well, because look at Lukaku, you know, and Man United, some of those signings, changing managers, changing systems, changing environment, you know. But Van Dijk, signed by Klopp, guess what? Klopp's still there.
Yeah.
And I think that is what they need. If Potter is still at Chelsea in 2-3 years' time, I'll tell you now, Mudryk and Enzo have been successful.
If Potter's at Chelsea in 2-3 months' time, he's done a good job.
Well, there you go.
I would frame that slightly differently, James. I think Mudryk will be successful at Chelsea in spite of Potter.
Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree with that either.
Yeah, maybe.
But
I think
the point
it's a very interesting argument, and what again I would say that what we've seen there is that it's so difficult for the player to succeed, because obviously the more money, the more pressure,
expectation.
And the Jack Grealish is a perfect example, because I think he's been okay for City.
I think he's been okay,
and
but for 100 million, you need more than okay.
Not good enough. Yeah,
not for 100 million
because of the money. Yeah,
that's what it is. Oh, and I think that's an old article. So obviously Anthony is now in that as well.
Yeah, jury's out,
80,
but he's not looking
85 million.
great.
no, but so far.
Relax.
The narrative.
He's got that 6 goals.
No, but I think it's fair to say that a lot of people, even
the
your own
jury's out.
fans,
The jury's out.
Scholes, all them lot have said he's not with it.
The jury's out.